The PickBits Daily Signal for May 30th. Story 1. Utah County Attorney blocks residents' vote on 40,000-acre data center. Story 2. Senate tells Pentagon ad tech sold deployed troops locations to adversaries. Story 3. Oregon makes data centers pay 100% of their own grid costs. Story 4. Google engineer charged with betting insider search data on Polymarket. Story 5. UK Home Office pays German AI firm to scan asylum seekers' faces for age. Story 6. AI drafting tools flood Australia's Labour Tribunal with 70% more claims. This is the PickBits Daily Signal. Story 1. A Utah County attorney just closed the ballot box path for residents fighting a massive data center. Box Elder County Attorney Stephen R. Hadfield rejected 3 citizen referendum applications Thursday, ruling commissioners' approval of the 40,000-acre Stratus project. Backed by former Shark Tank investor Kevin O'Leary and the Military Installation Development Authority, was administrative, not legislative, and therefore not referable under Utah's election code. Opponents have 10 days to appeal. Story 2. AdTech didn't just sell your attention, it sold where soldiers sleep. On May 28th, a bipartisan Senate coalition led by Ron Wyden sent the Pentagon a letter calling commercial data brokers a national security threat. The hook, a previously undisclosed April 14th letter from U.S. Central Command confirming adversaries used commercially available GPS data, sourced from ordinary fitness, weather, and navigation apps on troops' personal phones, to track service members in active deployment zones. Story 3. Oregon just made the data center industry pay its own electric bill. The Oregon Public Utility Commission formally approved Portland General Electric's large load tariff this week, the first U.S. framework requiring any customer drawing 20 megawatts or more to cover 100% of distribution network expansion costs. Contracts require 90% minimum capacity use. Projects above 100 megawatts pay a 1 cent per kilowatt hour surcharge funding residential bill relief. Tariff takes effect June 10th. 16 Oregon data centers are already in scope. Story 4. A Google engineer allegedly turned the company's own search trends into a private betting edge. The U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York charged Michelle Spagnuolo, a 36-year-old Google information security engineer of 12-plus years, with commodities fraud, wire fraud, and money laundering Wednesday. Prosecutors say he used internal year-in-search telemetry to bet on Polymarket's most Googled person market under the handle Alpha Raccoon, risking $2.7 million and winning roughly $1.2 million, released on a $2.2 million bond. Story 5. The UK Home Office is using AI to estimate whether asylum seekers are children before any document review. A £322,000 contract went to Actor Computers, subcontracting German firm Cognitech to pilot facial age estimation at Dover. In the year ending March 2026, more than 6,400 border arrivals claimed to be minors. 43% were assessed as adults. Human Rights Watch calls the approach deeply flawed. Cognitech's error rate on darker skin tones is documented in EU procurement audits, and the asymmetry matters. Misclassifying a child as an adult strips protected status. Parliament has not debated the contract. Story 6. AI just handed Australia's Labour Tribunal a caseload it was never built to handle. Fair Work Commission President Justice Adam Hatcher told Senate estimates this week that lodgements jumped from roughly 30,000 matters in 2023 to about 45,000 in 2024-25 and are tracking toward 50,000 to 55,000 this financial year, more than 70% growth in 3 years. Hatcher attributed the surge to workers using ChatGPT to draft and file unfair dismissal claims they previously couldn't afford. The downside: hallucinated precedents, invented statutes, filings outside qualifying periods. The commission will soon require applicants to disclose AI use. The build-out's 2 sides are both accelerating now. Communities and regulators building fences, consequences landing on people who never chose to be inside the perimeter. I'm Coach Mark. Tomorrow's Signal, right here. See you then.